Good morning. I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes and see if anybody hops on here. Have some coffee with you guys. Do day one. Just give me a few minutes. I don't know if I connected to my Wi-Fi or not before I did this. Super excited. Gonna do the drawing. Got all my little guys right there. Got my prizes. Pretty fun. Say hi when you jump on. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes and see if anybody else hops on here. Super excited to give out these prizes. Talk about limitations today. I don't know if Live's been acting weird lately. I don't know if you guys know this, but you can't like bring other people on anymore. But yep, just gonna hang tight, see if anybody jumps on. Got a couple people. All right, let's do this. You guys ready for prizes? I'm excited. Gonna go over limitations today for day one of Test the Water, my little mini. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, so first limitations, you need to know what they are. They are anything that limits you beyond your full potential. Okay, so it keeps you small, keeps you kind of focused on things that are not bringing you up and expanding you. So I don't know. I saw this thing that was like, if you watch a movie, you notice that the movie starts here and then it goes down and then it brings you back to normal, but it doesn't expand you, okay? It doesn't bring you up from normal. It's just normal and then down and then normal. So we want to get up from normal, okay? So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go over different categories of limitations that are just common ones, and then I'm gonna give you some examples and then go through them. The first one is worthiness. Of course, this is a big one. This is a lot of things. Self-worth, worthiness, worth the things that you want. There's a lot of different, when I say self-worth, it's not just the people that are depressed and are like, I'm nothing, right? It's not just those people, because immediately that's where your mind goes. If you're not really into this or know much about this, your mind will go immediately to people with depression. Okay, it's not always that. I struggle with self-worth. Everyone struggles with self-worth a little bit because we always put a cap on what we're able to do in our minds. Okay, so part of self-worth is associating love with things that are not love. So you see people that have victim mentality, right? But that's not just people who are stuck in really deep victim mentality. Even I was a victim of my circumstances. Okay, so when you associate love with different things, people can associate love with getting sympathy. People can associate love with being mean, acting out, in relationships, toxic relationships, how people act out and they're angry, they associate that with love and caring, because if you don't have that, then do you even care? So that's worthiness, because you don't feel worthy of love that's love, expanding you love, not bringing you down or bringing you at normal love. Getting really into this. Sorry, it's my first cup of coffee. All right, so continuing with worthiness. I have my notes in front of me, guys, so if you see me look down, that's why. Because I want to make sure you get all of everything I have to give you today. The need for approval and support is with worthiness, because you feel like you're defined by the need for approval and support from the people that you care about. And if you don't have that, then you don't feel worthy of what you want. So that is under worthiness also. And when you feel like you need something to accomplish something. So like what I'm doing right now, I don't have a degree in therapy, right? But I have all of this information and knowledge that I found a platform to share with you on. So if I were like, oh, I'd need to go to school for 8 years and become a therapist in order to help people and share this knowledge, that would be a limitation. And that would be like, I'm not worth this without this. So that's under worthiness too. Hey, Teresa. Another one that I have for you guys is, I wanted to talk about anger really quick. I'm kind of squeezing this in here because it's its own little category. Anger is a secondary emotion. So you don't just see something and you get angry. Anger is the result of not feeling pain. So like your body's way of protecting you from feeling pain. And I know when I'm not dealing with something, hey girl, hey. I know when I'm not dealing with something, I'll wake up angry. I'll wake up angry every single day until I decide to look at what I'm not dealing with, because that's anger. But then once I look at what I'm not dealing with, it's usually something that hurt me. It's usually something where some healing needs to be had, and it's coming up, it's surfacing. And instead of looking at it, I'm just like, why is my kitchen a mess? So yeah, that's me in a nutshell of when I don't deal with things. And that's what anger is. So anger is protecting your body from pain. And that's a limitation because it denies you the lesson to grow, right? If you walk around angry all the time, you're not looking at what can help you evolve and expand. You're just angry. So whenever I get angry and it surfaces, I always sit down and evaluate, like, what am I not looking at? Like, what in me is hurting? And I'm walking around here mad, So I always look at that. Lack mindset is the next category of limitations. So hold on, gotta take a drink. My throat's getting pretty dry. All right, lack mindset. Lack mindset is energetically, so we've talked about before in my videos how energetically you want to stay above like heavier, lower frequency energies as far as emotions go and things like that, because that's where you're going to achieve things and draw things into your life that you want, right? So lack mindset is when you're in survival mode. And also it can be with anything else too, like really small things like, hey, I never know if I should say Jana or Jana. You should let me know how to pronounce your name actually so I can say hi to you on live. So, lack mindset can be a lot of different categories of things, but it's biggest in me when I'm in survival mode. So like if I'm short on bills and I'm like hustling, and I like when you're in desperate need of something, that puts you in lack mindset, which is the lower frequency of energy. When you get in this place where you're grateful of what happens no matter what, and you're kind of just in the flow of life and what, you're opening doors. You're not just like sitting on your ass and you're like, oh, whatever happens, happens. But you're opening doors and you're trying and you're just okay with whatever the result is. That's where you kind of want to maintain. And that's where you're going to continue to draw things in and stay on your right path. So, but another example of lack mindset is also when it's mostly when you need, but it doesn't have to be like survival mode. It doesn't have to be like, oh my God, I need to do this, and this. It's also like when you set a goal that's associated with what you need to make by a certain time. So that also is, a part of lack. Also, I definitely wanted to talk about this one. This one was really important, and this one's been affecting a lot of people I know because we're in this generation right now. Under the lack mindset category is the need for validation, and it's associated with social media because that is the biggest issue that I've seen today, honestly. When you need validation for something that you're unsure is right or wrong, people go on social media and they will find the craziest thing to validate their feelings. Memes, people reposting statuses, and they'll repost it and it's validating for them instead of being self-validated, for one. And for two, if you were confident in your choices and you were like, yes, this is where my soul is, this is the decision that my soul has made and my heart is aligned with it, then you wouldn't go on social media and, you know, to prove a point. It's really just to prove a point. And that is a definitely lack mindset, lower energy, a limitation. I really want to, hey, Emily, I'm so glad you guys are on here because I'm going to do the drawing. So that is with social media, that is definitely one of the bigger lack mindset things today, because I've seen so many people, and even like, I'm almost 30, guys, and even people my age that I've gone to school with are doing this online. It's not just like teenagers and stuff like that, though I really want to help teenagers stop doing that, but it's adults, and it's like, it's really like sucky, you know? And then last one is fear. All right, we've talked about this a bazillion times. Fear is biologically designed to keep you safe. So a limitation that people have, and it's the last one for a reason, is fear, because it is your body trying to keep you safe and comfortable, because expanding would be death to who you think you are. The definition of you, who you think you are. If you're defined by your circumstances and you're outgrowing your circumstances and you're expanding and you're achieving more, then your body's going to be like, what if I fail? What will people think? Like all those what if questions, all those what questions, like what could happen that keep you like scared. And that's definitely just fear. And it's definitely just your body trying to talk to you. The best way to deal with that, I really want to tell you guys how to deal with that, because this is the best way that's worked for me, is just loving that my body wants to protect me. Like, thank you, body. I love that you want to protect me, but I've got this, and just go forward confidently. How to recognize which one of these belong to you and how to recognize triggers. I have to say this because this was a pretty profound moment that I had the other day. I was with my son in therapy. And my son started talking about, he's in homeschool right now, and he started talking about how he didn't want to go back to school, how he feels like he can't maintain himself when he's around a lot of peers. And he was like, I'm scared I'm going to go back to the way things were. And the therapist was like, well, how do you think things were? And his worthiness issues came out. And I know that that's what his main problem that he needs to heal is, because when he started to say it, he teared up. When you notice your triggers, that's it for you. That's what you need to heal. That's what you need to work on. It's different for everybody. It's different in every situation. But when it comes up, you feel it. You'll feel it. And it just needs to be acknowledged and worked through, because a lot of people are like, oh, that sucks. And they move on. And then it just grows and grows and grows, you know, and then it'll come out in different ways, in different relationships and different jobs. And it's just gets really crazy. So that is day one for limitations, and diving in is a limitation course. So I just wanted to go through all of that. Day 2 is going to be tomorrow, and I'm going to do the drawing. I'm so excited for this. So I have my little bucket. Okay. I'm not going to look. The first one I'm going to do is going to be the Dunkin' Donuts gift card. I'm going to do that one first because I only have like the 3, and I'm going to get Dunkin' on my way to the post office when I mail this stuff out. So we're going to do Dunkin' first, and not looking. Okay. Aaron Schaefer, Dunkin' Donuts gift card. I got you, babe. All right. Then we're going to do Barnes & Noble gift card. This one's for $25. I need to write it on there for you guys. I'll do that now before I forget. 25. All right, 25. All right. Who is it? It's Little. Little got the gift card, guys. You see that? All right. Now, the 52 List for Happiness book. Whoever gets this one is going to have a miraculous 52 weeks or days, or however quickly or slowly you plan on doing this. Not looking. Brittany Mason. Brittany, you're on fire. Brittany won the 52 List book. All right, and then we have the guided journal, right? I actually really love this one and would love to keep it for myself, but it's not gonna work out that way. And it is Joyce. It's so funny that Joyce got this one because she invited people to the group this morning, so she got her last minute entry in and ended up winning something. All right, guys, that is it. I'll be back on here tomorrow.